before I get into the video, I want to welcome you back to my channel. And sorry for my hair. It is up today. It's in a messy hair bun day, I guess that's what we'll call that. I'm not really sure what style this is. I have not been feeling really well, but I am trying to stay optimistic and take it day by day. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so in today's video, as you can tell by the title, it is all about my dental health before I got braces put on. And I will not go into detail about every single appointment that I've ever had. So upper right, all the way over to your upper left, and then down on your bottom left, and then straight across on your bottom right. So it's 1 through 16, and then 17 to 32. So that helps you count for all 32 teeth. So up until the age of 18, my mom always did make sure that I had all my cleanings done every year, twice, sometimes 3 times a year. And I will have to say that in doing that, I never did have a cavity ever as a child. Even through my teenage years, like I said, up until I was 18. Also had fluoride treatments. I don't know if anyone else remembers or not, but when I was a child, my dentist used to fill these like a really soft plastic, almost like a silicone, or maybe it was a foam material, but it was a like a tray for your bottom arch and your top, and then he would fill the bottom and the upper tray with fluoride, put it in my mouth, and have me hold my teeth together. And then it was like less than 5 minutes, even though it felt like a lot longer than that. And that was just the way he did a fluoride treatment. And I also remember, now that I'm thinking about it, when I was in grade school, elementary, whatever you want to call it, I think it was like once a month or something, they would have us come and take these little tiny cups. They're about like that tall, and they were paper cups, and they were filled with a liquid fluoride, and swish it around in your mouth for like a minute. I remember the nurse counting, and then spit it out. So I don't know if any of you ever did that, but I do remember doing that at my dentist and at school. So 2 different types of fluoride treatments I had. So I guess I should consider myself lucky there. And then when I was 19 years old, I moved out on my own. And then that's kind of when my dental health took a downward spiral. Oh, you know what? One tooth that I forgot to mention, that when I was going through getting my dental cleanings up until the age of 18 and never having a cavity, was they pulled tooth number 27. It is the bottom right canine here, so which was also considered, I believe, some people call them your eye teeth. What that essentially did was allowed all my forefront incisors at the bottom shift to the right. So with that being said, my midline is way off. So anyways, between the ages of 20 and 21 is when I went to the dentist. He did a cleaning, and I did not have any cavities still at that time. I consider myself pretty lucky since I had taken about 1.5 years off of even going to the dentist. And I know that I didn't have any good at all as far as habits, as far as flossing. Brushing, it got done once or twice a day, and that was it. So anyways, the only thing he had noticed right away is, since I do have a smaller mouth, although I think some people will beg to differ, I didn't have room for my wisdom teeth. So that was one thing right away. He wanted to refer me to a oral surgeon. I didn't know any better, and I just said, yeah, I have good insurance, why not? Why not to get my wisdom teeth taken out? I didn't even take a second thought to sit back and think, well, do they actually need to be removed? He refers you to an oral surgeon, they're going to do it. That oral surgeon didn't have any hesitation at all to not removing them. So that was done, and then I would say from the age of 20 to 21 up to the age of like 27. Went to the dentist. Also started to have to see a periodontist. And they do deeper cleanings because of the fact that I wasn't flossing. They told me that, you know, because of your bad flossing habits, even though you're brushing, you're not getting in between the teeth well enough. So therefore, what I was facing, sorry, I kind of have my camera all up in my face. I was trying to drive and do this, so sorry about that. So what I had endured now was to deal with was the gingivitis. So yeah, periodontal treatments were done, and those are done every 3 months. Of stages of seeing that periodontist, she noticed that I had a cavity in tooth number 15. It is in the upper left arch. And with that being said, I asked her if it could be repaired via doing like maybe a root canal and then possibly a crown, and no. So that goes again to say that I can't stress enough how important flossing is. And so yeah, tooth number 15 had to be extracted, and with me mentioning that the wisdom teeth had to be pulled, that tooth number 15 is just in front of the wisdom tooth on the upper left arch, just so you understand where that's at. And then as I get near the age of 30, I'm still going to the dentist, and I am getting my cleanings done, the periodontal treatments. I will have to say, unfortunately, I had missed a few. And once you are set up with a periodontist, because of not having good flossing habits and gingivitis, just bacteria that's underneath the gum, and it's just an extra cleaning that gets that out, because once your gum line starts to recede due to having that, that's not going to replenish itself. So, you know, you've got to keep up your treatments. And all of this is just teaching me lessons after lessons. I am not learning. So with all that said, just telling me that I had cavities in between 3 teeth, and those numbers are 12, 13, and 14. Again, as you may have already guessed, because I just got done talking about tooth number 15, they are on the upper left. Excessive cavities are not becoming an issue unless it's the upper left of my mouth. I don't know if a lot of it's hereditary or what, but goodness gracious. So anyways, she's telling me that tooth number 13 is not repairable. So I did go ahead and go to another dentist to get a second opinion, because I learned in not doing that before that ended up causing me more money. And you know, I was young then, and now that was that older at that time, I knew to at least go get a second opinion, and it was true that tooth number 13 has such a bad cavity that it couldn't be repaired. So I said, just put the fillings in teeth number 12 and 14, and then I guess we'll have to pull 13. So there is another video that I have uploaded that is regarding my second and third orthodontic updates, and it talks about what my orthodontist is doing for that area on my upper left. So that's kind of a little bit of a complicated case. And so the next question you might be asking yourself is, why didn't I have a bridge done? Because of that being, I've already had tooth 16 pulled, because that was one of the wisdoms. Tooth number 15, which was right in front of the wisdom, was pulled. And then I just turned around and just told you that I had tooth number 13. So you're thinking, my goodness, why did you not get a bridge to, you know, help sustain that space? When I did go ahead and ask about that, they mentioned, well, when doing a bridge, if you ever are still considering getting braces, isn't the best thing to do, just because when you do a bridge, it's an implant that's kind of like a fake tooth, which was where it would go to replace tooth number 13, and then 12 and 14, it will be on the both opposite sides of 13. Sorry if I'm confusing you. 12 and 14 would have to have a build-up done, which is where they did the inside of the tooth out, and then treat it as they're doing the same that they would do if they did a root canal. Put crowns on 12 and 14. Charge me for that. Charge me for the bridge. So I said no. Just do the fillings. 12 and 14 are strong enough to hold fillings, and remove 13. So I just wanted to clear that up in case you were wondering why I didn't do a bridge. So everything I've told you up to this far brings me up to 2016, like the summer of 2016, I believe. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I just didn't want to list out every single visit detailed out. That would make too long of a video. We are now at me continuing to go to the dentist. When I went in for my exam, she told me I had a tooth that did look like a cavity, so they did x-rays, and sure enough, it was tooth number 5, which is in the upper right arch, and it was definitely a cavity. It could be repaired, but guess what? Not with a filling. So I had to have a root canal and a crown done. And I said, absolutely, I'll do that because I am not having that tooth pulled. I've already had too many pulled the way it is. Hey guys. Okay, so this clip, as you notice, probably doesn't look the same as a previous clip that you just watched. It's because it's the following day. When I was recording yesterday, as I was going on about my dental health before braces, I got kind of caught up in my story there and realized that I did not pay attention to my memory card had ran out of space, and I was just thought I was still recording, and apparently I wasn't. But anyways, I wanted to wrap up this video. And speaking of my dental history, please take care of your teeth. That's the best advice I have. Do whatever you can to keep up on your dental visits, whatever the case may be for your dental health. Do all that you can do to take care of your teeth, but please don't repeat the same mistakes I did. And I have learned quite a few lessons from my past, and ever since I have had braces put on, and just a little prior to that, my brushing habits got better. Definitely my flossing has gotten a lot better over the last year, and especially with braces, now I am brushing probably on an average of 3 to 4 times a day, and then flossing at least twice a day. So anyways, I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you didn't already hit that subscribe button, please do so. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you again for watching. Bye.